English Time Podcast.
Helping you speak English with confidence, naturally.
Hello, wonderful listeners. Welcome back to English Time Podcast, your cozy corner for English fluency, confidence, and connection. I'm Emma.
And I'm Henry. However you're listening today, maybe on a walk, maybe on your lunch break, maybe just lying on the sofa, we're really happy you're here.
So, how was your weekend?
Honestly, it started out great, but then something really embarrassing happened.
Oh no, what happened?
So on Saturday, right after lunch, I took my 2-year-old son to the park. The weather was incredible. He was running around on the grass, laughing, having the time of his life. And I looked around and thought, this is it. This is my chance to practice thinking in English.
Ah, the classic real-life English challenge. You tried to describe the whole scene in your head?
Exactly. I took a deep breath, looked around at this beautiful afternoon, and my brain just froze. All I could squeeze out was, the weather is nice, the breeze is calm, the sunlight is bright, the trees are tall, it's quiet and peaceful.
5 sentences that sound like a weather app wrote them.
And you know what the worst part is? When you're standing in this magical moment and all your English can produce is, the sky is blue, it really damages your confidence. You feel like your English is broken, even though you can easily understand English podcasts, even though you can watch movies with English subtitles, and even though you know you have so many more beautiful words trapped somewhere inside.
I think a lot of people listening right now are nodding along. That frustration is so real, but you don't have to figure it out alone.
Exactly. We're going to break through it together. And by the way, if you prefer learning real English for real life without the textbook rules, please like this episode and subscribe. It really helps more people find us.
Whether you've been learning for years or you're just starting out, there's a warm spot on the sofa for you here. Just take a deep breath and let's get started.
So, what's the general plan for today? How do I stop sounding like a weather app?
It starts with changing just one type of word. We're going to show you how to break out of what we call the be verb trap.
The be verb trap. You mean when you keep repeating the word is all the time? The park is nice. The tree is tall.
Exactly. Because when you only rely on the word is, your sentences fall flat.
Fall flat. That is exactly how it felt. It's like when you tell what you think is a really funny joke and nobody laughs. You have all this excitement inside, but the words just drop to the floor.
Right. They have no power. Today, we'll give you real tools to describe a beautiful moment naturally without sounding like a robot.
I definitely sounded like a robot. So let's fix my park disaster. Where do I even start?
Like we just said, the problem is the word is. When you say the sun is bright, you're handing someone a dry fact. It's like reading an instruction manual out loud.
So what do I do instead?
Stop trying to find the perfect describing words. Start looking for action. Don't describe what things are. Describe what things are doing. Go back to that park. What was the sunlight actually doing?
Well, it wasn't just sitting there. The sunlight was spilling through the leaves of those tall trees, and where the light hit, the leaves looked like they were glowing.
The sunlight was spilling through the leaves. That sentence is alive. It moves. Okay, what else did you see?
My son was running in circles on the thick green grass holding a little toy airplane above his head, and behind him, the sky was this incredible crisp blue. It looked completely washed clean.
I can already picture it. Now your ears. You said it's quiet and peaceful, but honestly, with a 2-year-old running around, there's no way it was silent. Tell me what was inside the quiet.
Fair point. My son was giggling, that pure, explosive toddler laugh that just comes out of nowhere. And above us, the wind was rustling the branches, just a soft, papery sound like the trees were whispering to each other.
Rustling, perfect word. It describes that gentle sound leaves make when the wind passes through them. What about touch? You originally said the breeze is calm.
Well, there was a gentle breeze brushing against my face, and the amazing part was the sun was warming my back while the wind was cooling me at the exact same time.
That was genuinely beautiful. I feel like I'm standing right there with you. And what's so powerful is you didn't use any complicated grammar to do it. You just engaged your senses, sight, sound, touch, and you used action. Spilling, glowing, giggling, rustling, brushing. You showed us what good felt like on your skin and sounded like in your ears.
It's true. When I stopped trying to find the perfect describing word and just looked at what was physically happening around me, the words came so much easier.
And that brings us to the feeling. You have this whole painting now, the glowing leaves, the crisp sky, your son laughing, the sun on your back. So how did it make you feel? And please, don't say happy.
I won't. I think I felt completely at peace, serene, like time had slowed down just for me.
At peace, serene. Those words carry so much more weight than happy. Happy could mean anything, but serene. Serene is a deep, quiet calm, like a lake with no wind. You can almost feel the silence when you hear it.
And honestly, building a description this way, sense by sense, detail by detail, it doesn't feel like homework anymore. It feels like reliving my own memory.
Because you are. You started with the setting, layered in sensory actions, and ended with a precise emotion. That's not a grammar exercise. That's storytelling.
Oh wait, I forgot one sense, smell. And you know what? Smell might be the most powerful one. Since it was early March, the sun was just starting to warm up the ground, and the whole park smelled like spring, just that faint, earthy, warm scent.
Oh, I know exactly what you mean. That feeling of winter finally being over, that's the kind of detail that makes someone close their eyes and feel like they're right there.
Yeah, it's funny. That smell is what I remember most clearly, more than the sky, more than the light, just that warm spring air.
And that's actually backed by science. Smell is the sense most strongly connected to memory. So when you're practicing thinking in English, pay attention to what you smell. It gives you the most vivid material to work with.
Okay, so let's zoom out for a second. Let me do a quick before and after of my own description. Before, my original park English. The weather is nice, the breeze is calm, the sunlight is bright, the trees are tall, it's quiet and peaceful.
And the after?
The sunlight was spilling through the leaves, making them glow. My son was giggling and running in circles on the grass. The wind was rustling the branches above us. There was a gentle breeze brushing against my face while the sun warmed my back. The air smelled like warm earth and early spring, and I felt completely at peace.
Those are both describing the same moment, the same park. But one sounds like a textbook, and the other sounds like a memory you want to live in. And the beauty of this is anyone can use this structure. If you don't have a son, maybe you're watching a dog chase a ball, or an old couple holding hands. The formula works for whatever beautiful thing is in front of you.
And I didn't use a single word that a beginner wouldn't know. Spilling, glowing, giggling, rustling, brushing. These are all simple words. The trick was never about learning bigger words, it was about paying closer attention.
That's beautifully said. And honestly, that is what thinking in English really means. When you translate word by word from your first language, speaking English feels like doing heavy math in your head. It's exhausting.
Oh, completely. It literally gives you a headache.
Right. But when you bypass the translating and just use your senses, noticing what moves, what sounds, what smells, English stops being a calculator. It becomes a camera. You're just capturing the light, the movement, and the feeling.
I love that. English as a camera, not a calculator. But my example was very quiet and peaceful. What if someone's wonderful day is the complete opposite? Loud, chaotic, full of people.
Great question, because that exact thing happened to me last weekend.
Oh, really? Loud and chaotic?
Completely. My parents drove over on Sunday, and we hadn't seen them in months, so the house was just full of this huge, warm energy. We decided to make pasta from scratch.
From scratch, like starting completely from zero. So you actually made the dough yourself instead of just buying a box from the supermarket?
Exactly. It was a beautiful mess. The house smelled of garlic, flour was flying everywhere, my kids were running and shouting in the yard, my mom kept giving cooking advice, and my dad just stood there tasting the sauce again and again.
That sounds amazing, like an Italian movie.
It really was. But listening to you talk about your weather app sentences just now, it makes me realize something. If I tried to describe my amazing, chaotic Sunday using just those basic flat words, what would it sound like? It would probably sound exactly like this. Sunday was a good day. My parents came. We cooked pasta. The kids played. We ate the food. I was happy.
Wow, that sounds like a shopping list. We cooked, we ate, I was happy. It completely kills the magic.
Exactly. The English in your head doesn't match the joy in your heart. You feel all this warmth and chaos and love, but the words that come out are flat and lifeless.
So how do we fix your kitchen scene? Because this one needs more than just action verbs. You need to capture the whole energy of the day.
Right, and this is where narrative phrases come in. It's something native speakers naturally do to frame a story. So instead of, Sunday was a good day, I'd restart it like this. My day started off on the right foot when my parents pulled into the driveway.
Started off on the right foot, meaning it had a positive beginning. I love that. It immediately sets the mood.
And then to zoom in on the heart of the day, but the highlight of the day was having the whole family packed into our tiny kitchen making fresh pasta from scratch.
Packed into, squeezed together in a small space. The whole family packed into the kitchen. I can see it, the smell of garlic, elbows bumping, flour flying.
And then the contrast, while the kids were running wild in the yard, the adults were just sitting around catching up on life.
Running wild and catching up. Those little phrases do all the work. They say everything without even trying.
And for the ending, as a perfect ending, when the meal was finally ready, we all sat down and dug right in. Just a perfect Sunday.
Dug right in, not just ate. To dig in means you start eating with so much hunger and excitement, like you've been waiting for it all day.
So, the before was, Sunday was a good day. My parents came. We cooked pasta. The kids played. We ate the food. I was happy.
Sounds like a police report. What about the after?
My day started off on the right foot when my parents pulled into the driveway. The highlight of the day was having the whole family packed into our tiny kitchen, making fresh pasta from scratch. The house smelled of garlic and flour was flying everywhere. While the kids were running wild in the yard, the adults were just sitting around, catching up on life. When the meal was finally ready, we all sat down and dug right in. Just a perfect Sunday.
Wow, that second version feels so alive. I can literally smell the garlic and hear the laughter just from those word choices.
And notice your quiet park and my loud kitchen use the exact same method. Find the action, find the energy, find the emotion.
Speaking of which, I actually had a second wonderful moment this weekend, completely different from both of ours.
Oh, what was it?
After the park, we got home and my son went down for his nap. My wife was resting too, so I just quietly walked out to the backyard with a book. No noise, no cooking, no children running wild. Just me, a lawn chair, and the sun.
The rare, quiet parent moment. So how do you describe something where nothing is physically happening?
That's what's interesting. No action verbs this time, because the magic was that everything had stopped. If I was thinking in English in that moment, I'd simply tell myself, everything was so peaceful. It felt like my soul was finally breathing.
It felt like my soul was breathing. I honestly just want to sit with that sentence for a moment.
When the week is heavy and even the weekend has been loud and busy, having 30 minutes alone in the sun with a book, your whole body just exhales. Your mind goes quiet, and your soul quietly takes a breath.
And that's what I love about this. Whether you're describing a chaotic kitchen where you catch up on life or a silent backyard where your soul breathes, you already have the words. So thinking in English isn't about having a massive vocabulary. It's about attention.
About noticing what's happening around you instead of translating it.
Exactly. Find the action, find the energy, find the emotion.
And the next time you're in a beautiful moment, don't just say the sky is blue or the weather is nice. Stay there. Describe it. Live it in English.
Beautifully said. And thank you so much for hanging out with us till the very end. We loved sharing these moments with you.
Before we go, one question. Think about a wonderful day you had recently. What was the heart of it? Try describing it in the comments using your senses. We'd love to read it.
Take care of yourself and see you next time.
Bye, everyone.
Your progress so far has already been wonderful. If you'd like to keep going and feel even more confident with your English, feel free to check out the next video or take a look at some of the other ones we've picked for you.